big play or two can kind of lift a crowd, it can lift a team. Did you feel that today with Braylon?
Yes, I definitely.
Runs in the third quarter?
Yeah, I definitely did. You know what I mean? I think he took over, and I think he just kind of like, he just took over. You know what I mean? He kept running the ball. It took 4 or 5 guys to tackle him, and he just created that crowd. The crowd, just the momentum, and that, you know what I mean? He was running hard, and the crowd was loving it, and it got us into the game. You know, we was hyping up on the sideline, and I think it just brought us energy.
When you guys are playing as much man coverage as you do, what are some of the biggest challenges when you guys aren't rotating a ton in that secondary? It's man-to-man. You guys are playing 67 snaps at corner.
I say the biggest challenge is I wouldn't say a challenge, but you know what I mean. Just seeing different things and what people are going to try to do because they know we play man, and you know sometimes they're going to know we're in man, but it just comes down to us. It's just doing your job, and it's me against you. But you know what I mean. Sometimes it's just being sound. Like today, you know, I gave up the little pick, but I got picked. But things like that, you know what I mean, we can control by being on different levels and, you know, just talking it out before we see what we're going to think, what we're going to see, and just being sound on it. You know, it's some things we can limit.
You may have answered this, but just preparing for this quarterback, he made a lot. Obviously, capable of really good throws, and capable of being a little sloppy with the ball. So, what did you see? How did you prepare for him, and what were your expectations?
Personally and as a team, I'd say, you know, disguise is big and not just giving them a different picture before the snap, you know what I mean? Show him what he think we were in, and just moving around, you know, kind of, you know, because I think this is his first year starting. He's a first year starter, so, and he had some really good ability, but, you know, our thing was just move around and disguise and make him think as much as we can, you know, and we think we did a good job. I think we had 6 picks, so.
When you talk about something teams are going to do because they know you're a man, it's like a double move, because it seemed like that one on the penalty, was that like kind of an out and up from the slot guy?
Which one?
The one that you got the penalty on.
No, it was just a high fade. I think I played it well. I just got a little handsy because he got handsy with me, and I think I just put my hands on him. I got a little handsy, but I gave him one there. But yeah, it was just a regular slot fade.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
But in general, though, when you know like you're going to see a lot of man beater routes, like what do you guys have to do to, like you said, maybe talk some of those out or avoid some of the big plays that happened the first few weeks here?
Technique, you know what I mean? That's all it's going to take. When a team knows you're a man and you know you're a man, you know what I mean? Sometimes that's how it's going to be. Like, they're going to know you're a man, but it's up to you to stop them. And I think the coaches do a good job believing in us because we run it so much. We just got to be better with our eyes, just be disciplined and sound technique overall.
You probably got asked this already, but just how was this defense able to flip the switch and create so many turnovers this week?
We was just, you know, like I said, we harped on it a lot in practice, and we actually had a meeting, like a defensive meeting yesterday, where we just, you know, called it up and just said what we wanted our standard to be and what our standard wasn't, and we hadn't feel like we had been playing to our standards. So, you know, just to go out there and just play today and not hesitate and just do what we do, and you know what I mean, it showed.
Was that at the hotel?
No, it was here.
It looked like defensive backs were all over quarterback Bryn. Did you think you had just a really good read on him today, where he was going with his progressions? Was it something you saw on film?
Yeah, it was definitely something we saw on film, and definitely something we wanted. Like I said, like we wanted to disguise and make him think a little bit, and just give him something that he wasn't, like, you know, show him something, but then the ball is snapping and he's seeing something else. You know, just kind of try and disguise and give him different pictures just to see. You know, I think he was a first-year starter, and just keep him honest. You know what I mean? Make him. A lot of the times he stayed on his first read and just trying to make him get off his first read, and you know what I mean. And pressure got there a lot of the time. You know, kudos to them, and you know we came up with a lot of turnovers today.